Hold on, we're muted. Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Something 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 show. This is your possibly daily to every other day, every other day, triple day, every other fourth day, depending on how much time we have. We will be getting to all the news in that period of time. So we will be covering whatever news from the last show to this show, all under 30 minutes. That's right. You will not have to waste your time and my time for more than 30 minutes. Okay? If we can get through it, we'll do it. If we can't, we just miss whatever's at the bottom. So today we have a couple things on the agenda. You can kind of see them. We do have extra time in trivia. If we can get to trivia, we'll get to trivia. First topic of the day, the biggest news since the last stream. That is Kylian Mbappe, folks. Kylian Mbappe has been announced as a Real Madrid player. Okay, Fiorentino Perez brought him out very similar to the way Cristiano Ronaldo did back in the day. I remember it almost like it was yesterday. I remember watching on YouTube at my parents' house on their computer, or I don't know what I watched it on. Maybe I just watched a replay. But he comes out with the blue stands. I don't know where the blue comes from, but that's the only place where I've seen so much blue. He comes out in his number 9. They show the clips of him backstage putting the kit on, getting ready to walk out, walks by all the trophies, number 9, exciting times. I remember at that time I was a big Ronaldo fan at United, obviously. And by that time I was ready for Ronaldo to leave Manchester United. Honestly, I was ready. He had stayed an extra year, but kind of similar to Mbappe in a way, though Mbappe went for free, right? I don't know how much he was going to go for 100 million or something, and he ended up going for free. He says, for so many years I've gone to sleep with the dream of playing for Real Madrid, and today I'm fulfilling those. I'm very happy today to see my family over there. I see my mom crying. I have another dream to be up for the task for the club. What the hell? I don't know what this. The Frenchmen. I don't know. They don't know how to speak English. But fantastic stuff. No, I'm kidding. That quote was weird. I like this move. Obviously, everyone's talking about how Madrid have an abundance of talents now, abundance of riches. But Mbappe seems reinvigorated. He came out in front of a packed house, 80,000. 80,000. The kit looks great on him. Look at the little texture on the jersey. He kisses the badge. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Fiorentino Perez, they had Zidane up there too. I think that was the big surprise that he was going to be there. Great stuff. Possible lineup for how Real Madrid could possible lineup for Real Madrid with Mbappe. Mbappe, at the front. So that front 3 is going to be very interchangeable now. Obviously, Cruz is no longer there. This is a slightly dated one, but it'll probably be Camavinga and Tchouaméni instead of Modric and Cruz. But you could see Modric, Bellingham, Vinicius, Mbappe, and Rodrigo all playing together at some point. Obviously, David Alaba. Anyways, the front 3 is the main thing here. Okay, the front 3 is the main thing. Vinicius, Mbappe, Rodrigo, and Bellingham behind. It could be a fantastic. I mean, look, at a certain point, as a player, you just want to play football and win things. At a certain point, you have to forget about the strength of the competition, right? Sure, if you went to MLS and took like an average team and won things with them, would it be special? Yes. But at a certain point, you want to enjoy, you want to enjoy playing football. And if every day could feel like you're playing 5-a-side on a stacked team, why not? It'd be really fun to do that. But anyways, fantastic for Mbappe. Let's move on to the next topic. All right, we have Nico Williams, guys. Nico Williams possibly going to Barcelona. They've been talking about his move happening soon. I'm imagining that some outgoings have to happen as well. We'll see what happens. Fantastic Euro. for Nico Williams, especially in that final, scoring a goal. He had the most passes into the box, I believe, of a winger, and also of the tournament. And most of those players passes into the box were midfielders, and he did it from the wing position. So really good move. Him and Yamal, big, you know, the romance is there. They celebrated a birthday, and then they each celebrated a birthday on consecutive days, and then the next day they won the Euro. Pretty fantastic. Let's see how he would line up in the team here. This is also assuming Kimmich joins Barcelona. I mean, I imagine this would be Frenkie de Jong in here, though a lot of Barca fans don't really trust Frenkie de Jong as a single pivot. But Nico, Lewandowski, Lamine up front, that would be pretty fun as well. I don't really understand the hairstyle. I mean, it's a style. It's very unique. It's a one-of-a-kind style. Anyways, I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on Nico. Is he really gonna... Is he enough to help Barca overcome Madrid, or does Barca have way more issues in this area of the pitch? I think they desperately need to figure out this position or this area of the pitch. As long as as long as Kimmich is in there, or as long as Frenkie de Jong is in there, I think he needs help in a double pivot, like with Pedri, etc. But yeah, Lamine, Starboy, Nico complements him pretty well. We'll see what happens. That's in the news. What else is in the news, guys? Let's keep moving along. We're at 7 minutes. We have 23 minutes left. There we go. We got Calafiori. His move is kind of stalling to the Gunners, is my understanding. There is a sell-on fee. I have a blurb here. Where's the blurb? Here's the blurb. Calafiori transfer to Arsenal has fallen into jeopardy due to payment dispute between Bologna and FC Basel. FC Basel had agreed a 50% sell-on clause last summer when they sold Calafiori to Bologna, but now Bologna want to renegotiate it and bring the sell-on percentage down. This is we'll talk about sell-on fees a little later in the show with some other in the other news section. But Calafiori, I mean, what a player! What a player! Handsome motherfucker. You know, Arsenal. You know, he's got the Arsenal written all over him. How are they going to line up? Let's see. How could they line up? Look at that back line. 4 center backs essentially. Calafiori on the left. Zinchenko drops to the bench, and then they got. This one also has Kimmich at the 6. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Sounds like a lot of people are thinking Kimmich is going to move away from Bayern Munich. But this could be Partey or possibly Mikel Merino that a lot of Arsenal fans are talking about. And up the front, we'll see possibly a Benjamin Sesko here instead of Havertz or, on the bench. But Calafiori could be a very, very nice signing for Arsenal, the Bologna man and Italy star. Next up, we have the Ballon d'Or. How fast are we going? We got 3, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's about right. 10 minutes for 3. Yeah, that's what we need. So yeah, I mean, Calafiori. Maybe one day, one of these shows, we'll get Banana, our Arsenal guy, to talk a little bit more about Calafiori and what the deal is with the transfer. But it looks like they're inching closer and closer towards it. I don't know. It's an interesting move. We'll see. Next up, let's talk a little Ballon d'Or. Ballon d'Or. A lot of talk about the Ballon d'Or following the end of the Euros and the Copa America. A lot of people talking about Bellingham. A lot of people talking about Vinicius. A lot of people talking about even Lautaro Martinez now. Mbappe. Some people are throwing Lamine Yamal around as well. I don't know who it's going to be. These are odds. I mean, there's different odds all over the place. Dani Carvajal in there with the shout as well. A lot of people are talking about Rodri, right? Rodri, slightly underappreciated. The position is underappreciated, I think, right? I mean, you had Modric, who was essentially the best player on Croatia, right? When he was the best player in Croatia, led them to a final, ultimately lost to France. But Rodri, I think people would say he was the best player on Spain, but I think the presence of stars like Lamine, like Olmo, like Nico Williams takes away from his shine a little bit. I think it takes away from his shine a little bit. Anyways, what do you guys think? Who's the Ballon d'Or winner? This is another odds. They got Vinicius. I think Vinicius. I don't think, since Vinicius had such a bad Copa America, if one of these three, I mean, maybe not Lamine, but Rodri or Jude had a really good Euro, then maybe they could have overtaken Vinicius as far as that goes. But you know, Rodri, player of the tournament. Will it be enough? I think he's definitely top 3, but if not top 2. But we'll see about that. Next up, we have an interesting story today. I just learned about it through Discord. Kevin Sullivan. This guy is 14 years old, the youngest player in American sports to debut for in the professional league. 14 years old. He has 2 twin brothers that are 15 years old, also play football, and he has the oldest brother is, I believe, playing for the U20s, the U.S. men's national team. He's debuted for the U.S. men's national team. So it's the Sullivan family from Philadelphia. They're all footballers. He made his debut tonight, literally a couple hours ago, Wednesday, the 17th. He's broken the record. Philadelphia Union also sold... just sold a player to Manchester City. I forget his first name. I believe it's Paxton Aronson. Paxton, younger brother of Brendan Aronson, who's over at Leeds, I believe. Yeah, so he's gone to the City group. I was getting them confused, but Philadelphia Union have a couple good youngsters coming through. Pretty amazing. You know, he's got the bleached cut, 14. He's kind of a small guy. I don't know if he's going to grow much more, but pretty big news. And let's get to the big news of the day. The news that I think I'm running through these news topics a little too quickly, but anyways, let's continue. The big news of the day, folks, is Lenny Yoro. Now, it's not set, okay? It's not confirmed that he's going to Manchester United, okay? But it's very likely that United have won the war between Real Madrid and themselves to get the 18-year-old's signature. Now, this is a very interesting signing, okay? This is a very interesting signing. 18, a lot of people are saying very young to pay so much money. I mean, the numbers are being, a lot of numbers are being thrown around. There's no official announcement from David Ornstein, and David Ornstein is the only source, I believe, on transfers. Fabrizio Romano, I'm sorry, your era is over. But Real Madrid and Manchester United, 2 of the biggest names in football, I believe. Barca and Bayern are the only 2 other names that sit at the same table with them. And obviously Manchester United for the past 10 years have been absolutely shite. Okay, we all know it. And Sir Jim has been talking about how, you know, a lot of things have transpired since Ineos and Sir Jim have stepped into the situation. One of the biggest hurdles they had to overcome was the manager, right? United finished 8th last season with Erik ten Hag, and I personally have always backed Erik ten Hag, and I've always backed him for one reason: is that if we want to be taken seriously, right? If we want a project that is taken seriously by future players, we have to run our club in a serious manner. And changing managers every 2 years, if we changed manager, this player would not be a Manchester United player. I can almost guarantee you. because this player has come to the club that is just finished 8th, right? We're not in our prime, right? He is coming in with the opportunity to be part of a project that brings Manchester United back to glory, right? We have a really strong young group. He's younger than Kobbie Mainoo. I'll repeat that, younger than Kobbie Mainoo. So Kobbie Mainoo, you know, when you think about players like Kobbie Mainoo, would their head ever turn and be like, oh, another club wants me? United haven't won a league in a couple years. Maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll move. But when they see moves like this, it's going to give them confidence. It's going to give players that are already at the club saying, this is the standard, right, that the new ownership wants. This is the standard that we expect. Lenioro, among teenagers, he's the top defender among teenagers. Let's just get that out of the way. And in some other stats, he's very high up in the top 5 leagues in Europe as well. You know, duels won, aerial duels won, etc. So he does fill a good role. And I've been saying since Tony Martial, his contract ran out, and Varane has left the club, that's 2 signings we need to do, no matter what, regardless of, you know, what money we can raise from transfers and whatnot. Those are 2 signings we have to make. And so we have Joshua Zirkzee from Bologna, and now we have our center back to replace those 2. It's great. It's a really good move. I think he will. I'm curious how he'll settle in, right? A lot of Arsenal fans on Twitter have been talking about how, oh, look at Saliba. Saliba needed a couple. He also came from France. He needed a couple years, and only until the age of 21 was he really able to flourish in England. Or let's be honest, Arsenal waited until 21 to give him the opportunities to play in England. So a lot of people are talking about how, oh, wow, 18 is quite young. Maybe we won't see the best of him and him physically mature for another couple years, which is completely fine. And I do think that he shouldn't be the first name on the team sheet. I truly believe that. I know it's crazy to say a 70, whatever, 80, 90, whatever, however much he costs, that many £1 million signing should start on the bench. I think that where United came from in the past 10 years, right? How shitty they've been for the past 10 years. All the contracts that Sir Jim and Ineos are having to deal with, having to sort, right? It's like you walk into a hoarder's house, right? Sir Jim took over the house of a hoarder. I don't know if you've seen that show. It's all these people who have stacks and stacks of things sitting all over the place. You can't just start winning right away. You can't start thriving right away in that house. You got to clear all the crap out of that house, right? You have to find a home for a lot of that. Some of the things have value. Some of the things don't have value, right? Donny van de Beek going for 500K, literally 500K. We let him go, right? You have to get rid of stuff in order for a pure football philosophy to come into things. This is our young group. We have Garnacho, Mainoo, Amad Diallo, Højlund, and Zirkzee, and now joined by Lenioro. I think this is a very, you know, seeing these 5, you don't see any youngsters here. Also in midfield, I mean, you have Kobbie, but there's still other areas in defense and midfield that aspiring youngsters could see and be like, hey, I could see myself helping this group out, you know? And I think that's what Yoro sees. He sees that, oh, look at, I mean, they're going to have spots opening up at center back position soon. They have a good ball playing center back with Lisandro Martinez, so I won't have to be, you know, have so much responsibility on the ball, right? I can find Lisandro and let him do the hard work, you know, stepping into midfield, being the Mascherano. And I can just take care of defending and winning my aerial duels, etc. He's I think 6'3", I believe, something like that. But yeah, you know, it's good to see. It's good to see. There's rumors that he's going to get the number 15. Nemanja Matic's old number. And there's a possible, you know, United squad here we could be seeing. I like how this person has put Rashford on the bench. I really do like that. He's decided to put Sancho up here. I just found this on Google. We have the Kadioglu, the Turkish left back, who can play right back as well and can also invert as well. So we're looking at him as a possible, filler for some positions. I really do think that a left back position is something we do need to figure out. Ugarte is being linked, hasn't happened yet. We have De Ligt as well, possibly coming in. Could look good. Martinez, Yoro, though I don't think that'll be the starters. I think Yoro will be on the bench in the beginning of the season. So obviously, they're not going to put the pressure on him to do that. But anyways, we've hit our time. Let's continue moving on. What else do we have here? Yoro, youngsters, Yoro. All right, let's get to our other news of the day. Other news we have. Let's start off with some of the most expensive deals so far of this summer. We have Michael Olise to Bayern Munich for 53 million. We have David Luiz going to Juventus from Aston Villa. João Palhinha, whose move broke down, I believe, in January. He's going to Bayern. Endrick, obviously, he arrived today in Madrid, I believe. Kilman from Wolves. I actually don't know who Kilman is. I believe is he German? Maybe someone in chat can let me know. Ian Matson going from Chelsea. Xerxes. We have Archie Gray going to Tottenham. I don't know who Anderson is. Dewsbury Hall going to Chelsea, following his manager. Buongiorno, the center back, going to Napoli instead of Milan or Juventus, which was rumored. So there's a couple other moves here. Enzo Laffi going to Roma. A lot of people had him linked to United a while back. Weifer. I believe Brighton have an issue at center back, if I'm not mistaken. They have a pretty stacked front six positions, but at center back they're lacking a little bit. Let's see what else we have on the docket here. We have Toni Kroos. He signed for Real Madrid 10 years ago on this day, and obviously he has retired this season, this summer as well. Toni Kroos, one of the great Real Madrid players. Fantastic stuff. What else do we have here? Okay, now we have all of the tricky Argentinian stuff going on. Argentina is a sovereign and free country. We never had colonies or second-class citizens. We never imposed our way of life on anyone, but we are not going to tolerate them doing this to us either. Argentina was made with the sweat and courage of Indians, Europeans, and Creoles and blacks like Remedios de Valle, Sergeant Cabral, and Bernardo de Monteagudo. No colonist country is going to intimidate us for a court song or for telling the truth that they do not want to admit. Stop feigning indignation, hypocrites. Enzo, I'll bench you. Messi, thank you for everything. Argentines always with their heads held high. Long live Argentina. I did not. This was presented to me in a different way, but the Argentina stuff, right? The Argentina stuff is popping off. We have Datro Fofana saying the football I like is multi-ethnic. Racism in all its forms should be condemned in the strongest possible terms. These acts have no place in football or even anywhere else. This fight really needs to be taken seriously by everyone involved in this sport. Let's see if I have any more. No, that's all I got on the racism stuff. Leave it in the comments what you think should happen to Enzo and whether you believe that songs... Now, my objective take of this is that it's a song. It's like a song with the N-word. Right? In America, non-black people are not supposed to say the N-word, but when you sing a song that has the N-word, some people do say it. In the privacy of their own home, some people might say it. Now, I'm not saying, you should say it out loud and whatnot, but I think when you sing a song, you don't really have the intention of the words. More, you're just singing along with the song, and maybe that's the situation that's going on here. I don't know, but maybe this is a song that they didn't just write themselves, right? Maybe some people take it literally, right? They're like, literally, the people from France are originally from Africa. That's true. I'm from the USA, and I mean, I do get a little offended when people say I'm not American, though, my ethnicity is Indian, and maybe my talents are natively Indian, but I am American. You know, I'm still playing for America if I were to play for their national team or whatever. So I can see where the conflict comes from, but I also don't think it's the best thing. Now, more that I think about it, I don't like the song. But anyways, let's move along. We don't have much time. Pep Guardiola's most expensive signings ever. I saw this is kind of interesting. We had Jack Grealish at the top. Guardiola, Ruben Diaz, Rodri, Zlatan. That was a big one. Riyad Mahrez, Laporte, Cancelo, Nunez, and Erling Haaland. I thought that was kind of interesting. You kind of peep that, pause it, etc. What else do we have here? What is this? Oh, John Texter, the owner of, I believe, Botafogo and a club in, I think, Lille in France. I could be totally wrong about that. He calls for a salary cap in Brazilian leagues. If we don't do it, Bahia, owned by Citigroup, will win the next 20 leagues. Brazil has brought the oil money home. We are being challenged by a country, not an owner. They will eat our lunch. Interesting stuff. Developments in the Brazilian league. Also, we have the one and only Mason Greenwood completing his move to Olympique Marseille. United with a 50% sell-on clause. This goes back to the Calafiori situation where, Bologna and Basel are having a little disagreement over the sell-on fee. Apparently what it is United will get 50% of the profit that Marseille receive. So if Marseille, we sold him for, what is it, 30 million euro. If they sell him for 40 million euro, United will get 40 minus 10, which is 40 minus 30, which is 10. Half of that United will get. So United will get 5 million of any, or 50% of any profit Marseille make on a sell-on, which is an interesting thing here. And with that, guys, let's head into our trivia. We only have 2 minutes, 41 seconds for trivia. Let's see what it is today. I haven't opened it up. It is Dortmund most matches. Oh boy. Okay, let's just see. Lewandowski. Now I am looking at chat now. Chat is open. I will say your name if you get one right. Royce. Royce. All right, we got Marco Royce Gundogan, maybe? Gundogan. I don't know how to spell his name. I got to look it up. Blashkowski Dortmund. How do you spell his last? That's who I want to. I'm just going to grab his last name, guys. Not cheating. Okay, it's not even up there. Anyone in chat? Julian Brandt? No, not Julian Brandt. Bender? Oh, Hummels. Not Hummels. Hummels. I don't think we're going to get this. Matt's okay, but I mean, we only got 1 minute, 45 seconds. Chat is not helping me here. There's no one in chat. Hold on, let me see if I can pull up chat on the screen here. I'll get it going next time. No one in chat knows. Unbelievable, guys. We're on Twitch, live Twitch, but sorry, YouTube people. This is a reflection of the people in Twitch. They literally don't know anything. Who else do we have here? Chan? No, not Chan. Who's the Finnish guy? No, not Sabitzer. He joined just recently. I mean, I doubt Haller. No. Yeah, my Dortmund. Oh, 2012, 2013 only. I thought there was most matches all time. Okay, hold on. 2012, 2013. This is when they won the league. Oh, yeah, Lewandowski's there. Sahin? No, I don't think he was there. No. Aubameyang? That's a good shout. Aubameyang. I don't know if I'm spelling that right. Guys, we only have 30 seconds left. All right, let's quickly look at the answers. 2012, 2013, 13 Dortmund most appearances. Quickly. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Appearances. Oh my God, 300. No, that's not right. Oh no, we're gonna go over time. We're going to go over time, guys. No time for extra time. Hold on. Let's see. Dortmund stats. Come on. Here we go. Appearances. Matches played. We have Marco Reus. Roman... Oh, we can't see it. Oh, no. This is a disaster. This is a disaster. All right, I'm going to read them to you. Marco Reus, Roman Weidenfeller, Robert Lewandowski, Marcel Schmelzer, Lukas Piszczek, Ilkay Gundogan, Mats Hummels, Mario Götze, Kevin Groberetz, and I think that's 10. Anyways, there was Jakub Blaszczykowski, Nevin Subotic. How can I make this? Can I... Oh, no, I can't do it. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this week's show. I hope you had a good time. Good night and sleep tight. Thank you for joining on the 30 Minute Something show. Good night.